This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. If you are like me, you're concerned about the steady march forward of white Christian nationalism. And not even white Christian nationalism, just white nationalism itself. I have talked many times, too many times, about Nick Fuentes, the sad little incel who broadcasts from his mother's basement with a green screen behind him. And you may think to yourself, as many do, that he's not a problem. He's just a little goofball, a little pencil-neck dork who has no power whatsoever. That would be great if that were the case, but that is not the case because he has a following. He hosts America First conferences at which Marjorie Taylor Greene and others speak. He has friends in powerful places, and because of his platform and the influence that he has through it, he is a danger. Moreover, he represents very real attitudes of more legitimate types. I say that holding back a gag. Legitimate types like Tucker Carlson. There is little space separating Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes. Very little. They are simpatico. They are in lockstep with one another on views, whether that be the Great Replacement theory, whether that be white genocide and all these other nonsense conspiracy theories of white supremacy, whether that be about, as Tucker Carlson said, immigrants make our country poorer and dirtier. They both believe all these things. Just because one has a Fox News show and one sits in front of a green screen doesn't make them different. Nick Fuentes said some ridiculous, horrible, just dark and disgusting things the other day on his little program that I want to share with you. And you need to know that this embodies, this is emblematic of the views of millions of people out there, the same types who stormed the Capitol on January 6th, that there needs to be a quote-unquote white uprising. And then he covers himself, well, politically, of course, is what I mean. Electorally, of course, is what I mean. He wants to dissolve Congress. He wants to elect Donald Trump one last time, and then no more elections. This is literally what he's saying. And whether he believes it or not, I believe he does. He is convincing others of this train of thought. It is anti-democratic. It is anti-constitutional. It is un-American. It's fascist. And it's dangerous. Watch Nick Fuentes. And before I play the clip, let's just say this. These videos are uncomfortable. They are tough to talk about. They're tough to watch. They're tough to share on your timeline or on Twitter or on Facebook or wherever you share these videos when you do. But they are important. It's the tough things that are the most important to spread the word about. And this is one of those things. Here's Nick Fuentes talking about his white uprising.
We need to have something like a white uprising, politically speaking, gain control of social media. Maybe just get rid of Congress altogether after that happens. Here's the pathway. We have one more election where white people can make the decision. The white people got to make the right decision, and then Trump's got to get in there and never leave. That, to me, at this point, is a pathway. So it's time to shut up, elect Trump one more time, and then stop having elections.
Well, apparently, Mama's little boy here, the basement dweller, believes that Donald Trump is immortal or something. Elect Trump one last time, the almost octogenarian, and then forever he will be president of the United States. Does he want some kind of a dopey Trump dynasty? Is that what this little asswipe is advocating for? I don't know, but the words white uprising, as though we need to rise. We have ruled with a white supremacist fist for hundreds of years on this continent. what uprising is there to be had? When you are the dominant force politically, culturally, what are you going to rise up to do, Nick? The reason I talk about these things is because, listen, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, things like this would have been hard to find. This is the stuff that was whispered about in the homes of white supremacists, of identitarians, of neo-Nazis. This was talked about in homes. This wasn't broadcast. And today's Nick Fuentes is tomorrow's Tucker Carlson. We only have one Tucker Carlson right now. Give it 20 years and we're going to have 50 of them. These ideas need to be snuffed out. And it is up to us to spread the word and sound the alarm of the danger that faces us all. I'd love to know what you think about this. Let's talk about this in the comments. You can also call. Leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me as well, daily@dollemore.com. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter, on Instagram. You can search for me on TikTok, but it's a deleted account for now. I know I keep talking about it. It doesn't matter too much, but I think it sticks in my craw, as the saying is, because it's the same content as here. I don't drop the F-bomb. I bleep that out. And I violated community guidelines because I'm telling the truth and backing it up with sourcing and everything else. Anyway, I don't understand it. It's beyond my decision making, out of my pay grade. Listen, if you want to support my work, if I do something that you appreciate, I bring value to your day, you can buy merch, Fight Poverty, Not the Poor. I've got Dollemore Daily shirts. There's all kinds of merch in the merch store. You can go to dollemore.info. That's forwards you to the Teespring store. Or you can search Dollemore Teespring and find it there. Anyway, the other way is to click the join button below, become a channel member for $1.99 a month. A lot of people tell me $2 a month doesn't look good. That's true. $2 a month doesn't seem like a lot to you, but if I'm able to marshal the size of my growing audience and 1 or 2% of my audience were to give $2 a month, this entire operation would fundamentally change, and the reach of what we're doing would also change for the better, greatly increase the people we're reaching. And I think that the work that we are doing together is important. And I think that we are making headways. I get emails very often from Republicans, former Republicans, people who still maybe call themselves Republicans, who have turned the corner on Trump and regret their vote. Not solely because they watch my videos, but certainly it's a part. And that's important. And you can be a part of that. You can become a channel member, again, click the button, or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.